Thank you for stopping by and checking out my GU FPV channel. My name is Eugene Connor, and what you see here is Leander, Texas, the place where I've been living for the last 7 years with my wife and 4 children. So, just a little bit about me. Like I said, I moved here about 7 years ago after getting out of the Navy. I have lots of hobbies, photography being one of the main ones. I'm also into skateboarding, music. I study Japanese on the side. I'm into video games, and I also like to play basketball. What you see here is just some footage of me flying around the house. I figured this would be better than looking at my unshaven face. I actually got into the whole FPV thing fairly recently. It all pretty much started with some buddies of mine from work. They're some really big RC guys, and they've been trying to get me to fly helis for a while, but they're into like 3D flying and all of that, and it looks cool, and I like watching them do it, but I just never really got into it. I think mostly because it just seemed like way too expensive, and I just didn't need another hobby. But about a year ago, maybe about a year and a half ago, I started a photography business. And later in that year, I ended up buying or pre-ordering the DJI Mavic Pro. So, being the paranoid type of person that I am, especially with the long wait that I had with that, one, I became anxious, and 2, I just really wanted to get some flying experience under my belt because I really didn't know what to expect. I had never even flown any kind of quad or drone or whatever you want to call it. So one of my RC buddies that I talked about turned me on to this Inductrix FPV blade, and man, like I just really loved it right off the bat. Just the whole FPV feeling, it was just awesome. Flying around my house, crashing a lot right off the bat, but starting to get the hang of it after a while, and just really started to have fun with it. But I really, got the taste in my mouth, and I really just wanted to try and do something bigger. After flying this, I started seeing all the FPV videos online, and really just starting to get into a lot of the FPV videos, and just different pilots out there, and just following a lot of those guys, and basically just got to the point where I wanted to build my own quad, which I haven't done yet, but I've built a list. That's kind of where I am now. I went back to one of my buddies, and he pretty much knew that it was going to happen once I got that first taste of FPV goodness. But so now I'm at the point where I want to build my own quad. I have my shopping list together. I'm about to start buying parts, and which brings me to the reason I'm starting this channel. Basically just want this to be a place where I document my growth, and really hopefully can start meeting people in the FPV community, maybe get some tips, some help, building help, flying help, and then as I get better, I can share my knowledge that I gain. So that's the goal. I really hope that some of you out there will see this and not turn it off right away, and really I hope that you'll leave me a comment, welcome me to the community, and give me some beginner advice, and subscribe and follow through this journey, because it really seems like it's going to be a fun one. I haven't played a single video game since I started this whole FPV journey. I didn't mention, so besides the shopping list, I did go out and get a radio, and I've been flying a couple of the simulators. The main one I've been using is the DRL simulator. I just downloaded the Free Rider simulator as well, but I really still, I'm liking the DRL simulator so far. I really don't know how well it translates into, you know, real flying. The feel of, you know, my tiny Inductrix versus flying the DRL simulator drones is quite different. The balance and the pitch and the yaw is something that's in the beginning it was really difficult for me to get the hang of, and I'm getting the hang of it, but mastering it just seems like it's going to be like really difficult. But just hoping with practice the feel will come, and you know, hopefully it'll just become easier. You know, that's how it works, right? Perfect practice makes perfect. So yeah, that's where I am now. So yeah, like I said before, please leave me a comment. Just some beginner's advice, and subscribe to follow my journey. And hopefully I'll see you out there. And thanks for stopping by. All right.
Gene. Yes. Leave the umbrella alone. Close it. I can't. Bring it in here.